Hi guys. So I know there's a lot of videos already on it, but I think I can bring a different perspective to the topic of what should be your first bike. You know, there's a lot of people, at least a lot of motovloggers, I guess, that will say that, oh, start with a 250 or start with a 600. And there's some different opinions there. You know, for the most part, they say start with a 250. It's the safest thing for you. But I personally, having started myself on a pocket bike, X18 110cc 4-speed manual transmission little motorcycle, I don't know, I think a 250 is a waste of money, to be completely honest. It's just too slow. Now you'll say, you know, a 250 will get up to 90, like a 90 is really fast. Yes, but how long does it take to get there? That's the other question. I don't know these facts, but I know it's a lot slower than a 600 could. And so why do you need to go 90 on a bike? Well, you don't and you do. And the reason for saying this is that regular riding, you don't need to go that fast. It just stay to the speed limits. No big deal. You'll do fine. But then you'll run across idiots that don't see you and will try to merge into you. And you have two options. You either accelerate to get out of the way or brake to get out of the way. And now, if there's someone behind you, braking isn't really the best option, just because if you brake, you can brake a lot faster than any car can. At least any of the regular cars you'll see in the street, you know, regular SUVs, regular sedans, supercars, that's different. But who's gonna be riding your ass most of the time? It's gonna be regular cars. So in that situation, person tries to merge into you don't have enough power to accelerate quickly, or you're in a high gear in a 250 and you're going at a slow pace, it's not going to be able to do very well. You know, the amount of acceleration you get out of a 250 and the amount of acceleration you get out of a 600 are worlds apart. So for me personally, I would say, you know, take a look at a pocket bike. You know, if you're really interested in getting into a bike but don't feel like you want to spend that much money, pocket bike is really the best answer, at least that I can come up with, or at least that I did come up with. Because look at me now, I'm on my R6 after my pocket bike, and I handle it just fine. You know, all you really need to do is get the basics of the handling of a motorcycle, and you can handle a motorcycle, because it's all about twisting your wrist. If you don't twist it, then you're not gonna go anywhere. And the thing that scares people out of the 600 and they want to start with a 250 is that they know it's a lot harder to fuck up. It's really hard to, well, I shouldn't say really hard, it's just much harder to mess up on a 250 when dealing with the throttle, because it's more forgiving. And so I understand that perspective, but looking at the price of a 250 compared to a used or even new pocket bike, I think you could save a lot of money by going with the pocket bike. So for me, it wasn't that I had friends that had bikes. These are some rough numbers, you know.